So how do you maintain and intensify the bond, love and intimacy between you and your partner? Are you part of those people who believe that the more you argue, the more you intensify the love between you and your partner? Again, what are some of the things that you argue on? Is key among them on sex and money? Tonight, Reigns of Love comes your way with another exciting episode. Dab is arguing a natural part of every relationship. If it is a yes or a no, we intend addressing it to look at it positive and negative impact on our relationship. A very good evening to you, our cherished viewers. I am always glad to come your way as your relationship mistress, because my mind there for you, my heart beat for you, and anytime I think of you, I fall down flat. And so I am ever ready to come your way with matters relating to the heart. Don't forget, you're watching us live on Adwo TV. We're also live on Facebook at Adwo TV Ghana and on YouTube at Adwo TV GH. And so don't worry if you're not getting us live on television. We are everywhere. Share the link, tell a friend to tell a friend. Tonight we have just one package of you, but inside that package is a whole lot. Do not miss any aspect of it. Tonight, guess what? We're going to open the phone lines for you to call. Tell us your take on it, your opinion, your views, and it is gladly welcome. The WhatsApp number is also on the screen. Pick it up. Tell us your views. If you have a question that you want to ask, do ask, and my guest will gladly respond to it. My name is Mary Quartey. We'll take a break. When we come back, I would introduce my guest, and then we set the ball rolling. Do stay with us.
Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. With industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying, so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with Rwandair today. Rwandair, the safest airline in Africa.
Rwandair, fly the dream of Africa. Blue City is a manufacturer and supplier of high-quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies' brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African prints and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240-926-564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emil's Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
Welcome back from that break. If you just joined or tuned in, this is Adwo TV and it's Reigns of Love. Tonight, we're treating this particular topic very interesting and we're asking, is arguing a natural part of every relationship? Now, let me use this platform to officially salute every woman out there. We celebrated International Women's Day, and I want to say that women were beautiful, were capable. Anything that we lay hands on, we multiply. A big shout out to you, and I salute all women, including my beautiful self. Yes, we're awesome, we're beautiful, and we are so capable. And don't forget also, we're still in the Heritage Month, where Ghana, 8 Ghana, and Phil Kenyan. So, like I said, I have two guests in the studio, two strong men. One is tall, one is short. No, me too, I'm short. Yeah, but not too short. Mr. Emmanuel Tete. And then Mark. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
How are you?
We are good.
How are you doing? I like the way you're relaxed.
Thank you.
Why are you giving me that look?
What look?
You were like, I don't know. Producer, did you see that?
Today actually I'm here, so don't worry. I'm here for you.
Oh, I like that, Ima. I don't know whether you came with the
My
mindset
lost
to
wife.
intimidate me. So if Mark is here, then I've been found. So I'm safe.
Well, he was down for snowfall.
Anyway, so guys, once again, how are you doing?
We're
I
good,
asked
good,
that
good.
question and then came up with another
We're
one.
good.
You're good. I can tell, and I'm sure, and I know I'm in good hands.
Yeah.
So let's move straight to business. Ima, let me
Okay.
start from you.
Okay.
Is arguing a natural part of every relationship?
Yeah, actually it is. It's a natural thing because we are two minds coming together. So what I might like is not the same thing you might like. So basically, you might tell me that this is not what you like. Don't put this here. But to me, the way I was brought up wasn't that we put this here. So argument is basically a natural thing, but it shouldn't be excessive. There are some arguments that you realize it doesn't make sense at all,
Exactly.
and then that's even the dangerous ones because it tends to be physical. It tends to be physical. So arguments, indeed, yes, they are natural things that do happen in relationships, but the excessiveness of it is what is not good.
Mark, let me come to you. Is it true or is it right that you have a relationship that you will never argue?
Never. Okay, for my few experience in life, okay, let's say with women, ladies, I think argument is natural. Why am I saying so? Because we two come from a different background altogether, and we were trained and mentored in a different aspect altogether. So my like may be your dislike, your like may be my dislike as well. And by me, actually, what I know is that argument does not lead to break up to that extent. Only if you truly love the person and you are into the person.
Okay, but I'm asking, can there ever be a relationship that two partners will not argue at all?
Never, unless they are being born on the same day. Even if they are even born in the same womb, they will still argue. Because definitely, if I like red, you like mauve. If I like white, you like black. So definitely.
Yuma, is it normal to have a healthy relationship? Now, when I say a healthy relationship, a relationship that it is focused, we have boundaries, standards, and everything, that there's still argument. Is it normal?
Is it normal to have a relationship where there are boundaries?
No, I'm saying that is it normal to have a healthy relationship?
A healthy relationship, yeah.
And still there is argument.
Of course.
Why?
The former president, Kufuor, and his wife. Look at them. You think they've never fought in their life, but they do.
Okay.
They do have it. Having a healthy relationship doesn't mean you have arguments. It's natural. Relationships where there is no argument means it's a fake relationship altogether.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a fake relationship. That means
How?
they
How
are all
fake
fake from
is
the
it?
beginning. You can't be in a relationship and say we've never fought in our life. Why? How?
Now, still on you, when we talk of argument in a relationship, what are we looking at? So that if you're saying it is fake, then I get to understand it.
Okay. Basically, in a real relationship, a lady can get angry over the fact that she was going to bed and she told her boyfriend good night. Her boyfriend said, okay, sure, bye. That becomes an argument.
How?
You didn't show affection. You do it every day, telling her good night, I love you, and all of a sudden you say, okay, sure, bye. What is taking your attention from her at that point in time? What is so important to you that makes you even forget who she is to you at that point in time? And that
Okay.
becomes an argument too. Another could be this WhatsApp thing.
I like the way you put it. This WhatsApp thing.
Yeah. WhatsApp, for example, your girlfriend is going to bed, or you are going to bed. Your girlfriend is online. Hey, babe, you wake up at dawn, you see her online. Ask her a question. Oh, I was watching status. Yes or no? I'm watching status. I couldn't sleep. The gentleman you are. Oh, okay, sure. So do you want to talk? No, I want to go to bed. Now he's angry, but he's calm about it because he doesn't want to make a fuss. Now,
Okay.
the next day or the next week or something, now the lady is going to bed and wakes up and sees the gentleman online. Oh, so while you're chatting with people online, he says he's watching status. Do you think I'm that dumb? Do you think I'm dumb? Because I know you're sexting with a lady or you're chatting with a lady online. Do you get the whole thing? So now you see that the lady is trying to make sure that she argues. Do you get it? She argues over that thing while the gentleman was just calmly moving through. So arguments, it's something crazy.
Mark, do you believe that the more you argue, the more both of you get closer to each other? That is, the belief that a lot of people have.
Definitely. Okay. Let's assume we have this we humans that we are very quiet type, and we find it very difficult to even communicate with each other. That alone does not give you the guarantee to be arguing.
Okay.
You get it?
Okay.
And argument is not an omen as well. Why am I saying so? I'm saying that because you argue today in a, like, let's say something which is not all that sensible.
Okay.
Sorry to use that word, but at the end of the day, you should be able to call your partner, oh baby, what's up? At least I'm going. Have you seen this thing? Have you seen that? With that alone, it rings in he or she mind that, oh, despite everything that happened yesterday, I still care. You get it?
Okay.
But if you find that in such a way that you are always mute, annoyed, you're rather digging the hole to the extent that he or she may not find it likely. You get it? So from my point of view, we should argue to learn from our mistakes, to correct our mistakes, and also to know each other's weakness. Because once I know your weakness, once you know my weakness, we can all cope together.
Okay. Do you agree with that? That the more you argue, the more you get closer, the more your love gets to grow.
When you sensibly argue,
Sure.
that's the word.
Okay.
Not just arguments, because there's some arguments that if you do follow, it leads to breakup immediately. Yes. I'll say because, for example, if you don't regard your lady or your lady doesn't regard the man,
Okay.
at any point in time, negativity is the apex or the peak of the relationship.
Okay.
As soon as your lady's on a call, in your mind, it's only a guy she's calling. It's only a guy. it can't be family. Like you
Okay.
call your guy, as soon as you call your guy, in your mind, he's talking to a lady, no matter what. So you see, such argument, it could be sensible, but if it's overdone, it becomes senseless. So then, and it's very tiring. So it leads to you guys not being together. Do you understand it? So saying that arguments draw you close, it's not entirely true. So it's also a myth. It's not entirely true, because if you're 100% sensibly arguing, then that's reasonable. You're talking about maybe your boyfriend is not working, you try to advise him and all that. That's a good argument. But an argument where you call them and his line was on wait, so you're angry and then you block his number. What's that for? So you block his number. After blocking his number, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then you still come back and insult the guy. Oh yes, you were so happy.
But what if Mark said something about we getting to know the weaknesses of our partners? And I think what you're saying here, it comes to bear that we need to know our partners. Know things that if I call you, I have to be calling and you're not picking, I get pissed off.
Okay.
I don't know whether you're getting me.
I do.
Yes.
Let me chip in this. You're saying relationship, right? Okay. it's just funny because when you call and then he's not answering, there might be something wrong.
I know, but if I'm that type of person that every little thing I'm that annoyed, I'm like, I need you, I want to talk to you. There's something that I need to talk to you about. You are that particular person that I need at that particular moment that I can freely communicate with, and you're not picking up.
There might be something wrong.
I'm texting you earlier on, you said something. I'm seeing you on WhatsApp. I'm seeing that you're active.
Or if you see me online and you call and then
so
I'm not answering,
that is what I'm
then
saying.
you can get angry. Then I understand it, because I'm not respecting you by replying and telling you maybe I am busy at the moment.
Exactly.
Or something of that sort.
So in that situation, what happened?
And you have the liberty to argue.
Okay.
Yeah, you can argue. Do you understand?
So how much argument is too much?
That one. Making it too much is when you argue for no reason. You just wake up in the morning. The first thing the guy gets is an argument.
Okay.
He goes to bed. The last thing he gets is an argument. Now he's dreaming, he's having arguments in his dreams. So as soon as he wakes up, he's expecting an argument again, which is an argument. He's waiting for another argument. He picks up his phone. Now he's not going to look at anything. He just goes to your page and then he's waiting for an argument, because he knows it's a daily routine.
How do you go to my phone?
No, he's going to his chat to see, people are waiting for their daily guide, their meditation, but he's waiting for his daily argument. So he just clicks on your chat, he's waiting, because he knows whatever he does to you will still break up an argument. Good morning. Why did you say good morning without good morning, dear? You sent me HRU. What does it mean? You get fed up. So what about that too? You see the arguments. So it's too much. That's why I said from before that there are arguments, but if it's too much, then it becomes a problem. It becomes a problem. Some ladies feel like, oh, when I argue with a man, I'm not hurting, but when he touches me, it's physical abuse. You understand it? You don't understand that you abuse the man emotionally. Oh yes.
Men get abused emotionally.
Ask every man here if you want.
You
Do you see the reaction he gave you?
Okay. For me to say something there, honestly speaking, even myself, deep down in my heart, I'm being hurt. Why am I saying so? You see, we are very emotional to the extent that I'm very emotional. Honestly speaking, I'm very emotional. And I'm a type that first, when you do something to me, I find it very difficult.
Oh, but I thought you said men are men. You are the strongest.
No. See, we being men, we being men, sometimes not in the form of, let's say, Samson and Goliath manner, please.
I like that.
We also have our low key part. The softness of our heart. Sometimes, if we don't have that kind of heart, we can't love. That is it. We can't love. And this is the situation whereby you hurt a man so much I'm not speaking for only men, oh, but
I like
yeah,
that. Eh.
what I'm trying to say is that you hurt a man to the extent that he find it even difficult to even breathe in him.
Hey,
See, I
Oh,
take water.
I'll lie to you. That one, I'll lie to you.
Ima.
I'll
See,
lie to you. Look, every
So do
man
you know
here.
things that you do to us
Do you
women?
know things you do to us?
do you know? Do you know?
We are so cool that we are so cool that when you do the thing, we go like, oh, it's nothing. We are gentlemen. Let's just inhale it. Then we go to our friends and then we go, Charlie. Sorry, they give me headache. Oh, or what's up? Then we'll just pour everything there. We'll come home and we're sitting. And you think everything is cool.
But
The
it's
way you are annoying us, you don't know.
yeah.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Women, please kindly take notes.
Yeah, so it's just a matter of a man being honest
Mm-hmm.
with himself and that of the
Absolutely.
lady that he's being with. If not, when I wake up in the morning, what we do is that we hug you. The next day we hug you. So there is this man on Google. He says Dr. Cotman. Yeah, he mentioned that for you to be free from this kind of arguments, a man or a woman, when you find out that this argument is leading too far to the extent that it might bring breakup, take a walk.
Absolutely.
The moment you take a walk, you come back, you have a free
Everything
mindset.
is good. But there are instances that you take a walk and then the fire is still burning. Anyway, before we come back to that, we have some messages coming in. This one is coming from Sabina. She says, argument is a necessity in every relationship. Anyway, it can be a harmless one. That's share your ideas and thoughts on issues. Of course, you won't like everything your partner likes. Even twins have their differences. How much more strangers from different backgrounds who want to be together. And also there is the heated ones. With this, it all boils down to how matured you both are and how you're willing to overcome that obstacle to be together. If it becomes frequent, that's the heated one, then there is a question mark. Then we have this one coming from Ni, good evening and a big shout out to you wherever you are, to Empress, to Leo Louise. Guys, I love you and I miss you. Hoping to have you on the show, in the subsequent episode. This is coming from Ni and it says it's never part. Arguing rather causes imbalance in the relationship. Issues unsolved becomes mystery untold. From one angle, then it enters another. Imagine you agree with what Nee is saying.
No, I do not at all.
No, no.
Why?
I do not at all. Then if arguments are not necessary in a relationship, then politicians should never, have their campaign. They should just sit at home and then assume that, oh yeah, I lost, or I don't need to campaign. So why do they campaign then? Why do they campaign?
But politicians campaigning and arguing is different from two people who are in a relationship.
What do you think they are in? MBPNs, what do you think they are in? What do you think they are in?
They're in a relationship.
There's a ship there. It's harboring two people.
Okay.
Once it's friendship, partnership, there's still a ship
There's
in
a ship.
somewhere. So it's the same thing. They argue. Friends argue. We fight. We argue. Yeah, it's still there. So argument was made for us. Adam and Eve, didn't they argue? Eat the apple, I won't eat. Eat the apple. What is an argument?
Okay, there is another message also coming in from Emmanuel. Chifu, forgive me if I can pronounce your name correctly. And he says, I'm enjoying the program tonight. Thank you so much. And this one is also coming from Empress Bakope. And it says, thanks so much, guys. When you always argue in a relationship, master, it won't work. Again, what you start with is what you end with. You can argue in a relationship, which is normal, but when it's getting too much, then you should know it won't work. Now, Mark, Empress is saying that what you start with is what you end with. So would you agree that there's a possibility that if you start with argument, there's a possibility that you end with argument, even if you should get married?
So Christ called you. Why am I saying so? You see, relationship has its own room. The same way when you enter into marriage, different thing altogether.
Okay.
And with marriage aspect, very long till death do you guys apart.
Okay.
Unless you guys, let's say today, me, I don't like you. The next day, I don't like you. Then the third day, you guys move to the court. From the court, then you divorce.
Okay.
But if you truly want to be with the man or the woman of your choice that you've chosen, the best thing for you to do is you guys to be mature enough,
Okay.
learn from each other, become, respect a decision, respect his decision, then you guys move on.
Okay.
But if always you guys are fighting, arguing, some arguments is like, today I'm bathing the kids, so you also go and cook.
Okay.
The guy refused. Oh, I'm going to watch football. You know, today is
Men.
Chelsea is playing.
Why did you bring
Barcelona is playing, or maybe
That's a
has this
realistic thing.
important
and that is
news
one thing that me personally I don't like.
You think we are happy of you watching Kumkum Bagya?
you guys can
we
watch
are
a
hungry.
movie from 6:30 or from 6 o'clock to 10, and we are still
speaking tree.
you guys, and we are still
And the
there.
most painful thing is you dare not complain and say, baby, it's late. So she then tells you that. So are you telling me that you don't appreciate what I'm doing? Then they start ranting. So all you have to do is just sit there, and then whatever they ask you, even though you don't understand what they're saying.
You know something? I quite remember one day I came back from work and I was almost heading to the house. So I called my woman and was like, please, I'm almost home. Oh." She was like, I have a visitor. And I was like, what are you doing? Okay, we are watching Betrayal or something like that.
Yeah, betrayal.
So you see, my plans that I was coming home was, see you, you've come for visit. You might go the following day or maybe in the evening. So let me just come in, wash down, find something to eat. Then we have our discussions and stuff. Maybe if I'm going to give you one peg, then I give it to you, then you go away. Or maybe but I sat outside for about 3 to 4 hours.
You were
It
nuisance.
starts from 6 actually.
So you
see that
can just imagine. So see, I was just there. Why am I there? I use what we call it maturity, and also the love that I have for you.
Absolutely.
So you see, the woman out there, sometimes you try to, I mean, you guys to try and sometimes understand us as well. If
You to
not
understand.
Let me explain it from a woman's point of view.
Oh, please, Ima.
If a woman is sitting, you tell
Uh-huh.
her, and then she's here with you. You're watching a football match, Chelsea versus Barca, right? You're watching, and she asks you a question, babe, yeah, yeah. Then you're still watching. Or you're still watching, and then she taps you, yeah. Then she asks you, did you hear what I said? Don't say yes. Just tell her the truth. I didn't hear you. Because if you say yes, what did I say?
You have to walk through.
You said you didn't hear me. Oh, I heard. What did I say then? That's an argument. But if she's watching her program, Betrayal, like you said, Brothers and all that, she's watching that, and then you tell her, hey, babe, I'm hungry. But you know the kitchen, go and take the food there. I'm watching the program. Can't you say I'm watching the program? Look at this guy. He's coming to do something. It's very important to me. And then if you dare try to argue, they can shut you up, and you'll be so mute that you wait for the hour. And then when they are done, they'll just come, and they see that it's normal. They see that it's so normal.
I don't know. I like that part. I like that part when she being normal. Oh, me, I really.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
No,
and then
the sorry will come.
the
But
sorry wouldn't come. This is how the sorry comes. B, you know, if any girl thinks I'm lying, if any girl thinks I'm telling lies,
You are
should call
lying. I'm a girl. You are lying.
You see, she's smiling because she knows the truth.
no. You see,
They do the
yeah,
5 times, and then you have to tell them.
Them will
You have
come
to tell
back.
them.
You know, say why we. That is it.
And one. Anyway, let me come back to you. Now let's look at arguments that involve sex and money? What leads to that? Is it that one partner is not satisfied, or the man is not pulling out much resources in terms of money as expected of him?
Okay.
I like that.
With arguments relating to sex and money, yes, the man could be unsatisfied, the woman can be unsatisfied. For example, the woman asks the man for maybe 300 cedis, and the man can't give her the 300, but he can give her
Okay.
a half of that, or maybe 70 to 80%. The lady might say she doesn't want that, and that becomes an argument. The man tells you, "This is all I have," and then she's arguing. Okay, now the man can be a mature person by calming down and convincing her that you hold this, start with that, and then I'll get you the balance. Or he can be a child and also raise his voice. So now two people raising their voices, is there a solution at the end of the day? No, it's just more chaos. You see, same applies to the sex. The woman is not satisfied. You should find out what exactly you're doing that doesn't sync with her body.
Okay.
Because it's not everything you do on A that applies on B.
Exactly. You know, when it comes to sex, men, majority of men, they get satisfied, and then he doesn't even care whether you came or not, whether you reached your orgasm, whether you're okay. The only thing he's interested in is for him to release, and he's okay.
Yeah.
I like the way you are calm to say that. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the selfish ones.
Okay.
We have selfish men.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I won't say traditional men. Traditional men are different. Selfish men. Both
Okay.
from the that all they know is sending the down,
Okay.
sending the down. Your legs and then he's in. 2 minutes he's done. He's gone. You just turn around and sleep. Those are the selfish men. You know, even the traditional men are looking, you know, at least they touch you, they compliment you, you know, but the contemporary people too, they add all the foreplays and then, you know,
Everything.
the toys and all that,
The full
yeah, the
package.
stimulants and to get you there. So the selfish people. So now the woman also becomes frustrated. And when a woman is frustrated sexually, that's hell.
Yes.
That's hell
It's a
for a
whole
man.
lot.
Everything you do is annoying. Bring a bouquet of flowers, you're annoying. Call her 10 times in a day. You are the worst person ever. You might say, I'm doing all what they said I should do for a woman, yet my woman is not what appreciating it. You're not doing something right in the bedroom. You can be doing something right in the bedroom, but you're still embarrassing her in public. It's still back to you not satisfying her intimately, because people think intimacy is all about, you know, bedroom fanatics. Now, being outside and then she wants you to hold her hand, you tell her you can't hold her hand because you're a Christian. But when you're in the room, what do you do? What do you do? You know, so all these are also, you know, things that make her frustrated and all that. Same applies to the man too. The woman is not giving him all he wants, and sometimes we men too, we can ask for some things that are outrageous.
Like.
Hmm?
Like. Tell me.
Outrageous.
Tell
A
me.
man will say he has a fantasy, he wants to sleep with two women at the same time. He wants a threesome.
Okay.
Your woman doesn't agree, and then you say your woman doesn't love you. But if your
That's
woman should tell you
crazy.
that she wants, you know, she wants MMF, that means a male, female threesome, you tell the whole world that your woman is a slut. Sorry for that. But when you want it, it's fantasy.
Okay.
Now, do you get the whole thing? So that also brings up an argument.
Okay. Mark, let me come back to you. What is it about money that brings about argument? Now, for instance, a guy who finds it difficult to give the woman money. Let me not even use give money to help, provide the needs of the woman. But he's always expecting, demanding for sex. What's the argument like here?
Very fire. The fire
Firelistic.
type. You know, the very fire type. You see, big ups to all beautiful and lovely women who give birth to us. You know, we have women, no matter what you do to them, even when you don't give them even a penny, they'll still give in for you.
Oh yes. But now we are changing.
Likewise, we also have the other ladies as well, or women who you don't give it out, you don't have it. And even when you give it in a little while or a surplus, you also get it surplus. Oh yes. A lady, see, I'm telling you the truth. You see, there's this research that I did, and a lady can tell you that give it to me and I'll come. Oh yes.
Okay.
Indirect speech. Oh yes. Give it
So
to me.
you better have to understand the language.
You've not experienced that. Give it to me and I'll come. Oh yes.
Even when they are dating.
Osro. That is it. But you see, I'm not disrespecting any lady, but I'm saying from point of view as well as experience. You see, money, when it comes to human being per se, we love money.
Oh yes, human being.
Without money, we can't do anything. You get it?
Okay.
So, in as much as we are into money, titi for no. They normally say this words that first no. Odo. Like love is more, let's say, enough or like
Yes,
higher than money. But this modern world that we are in, even the so-called sika kakra no, enye kakra bio. So every man or any man there who has a woman or a lady that is supporting, big ups to the lady.
Okay.
And that man should hold the lady very tight, despite everything. These argument things will come. Sometimes will be like, but what would you do? You still have to. I mean,
let me ask him this: what about a woman where you give her, and then she uses this phrase? Women like this phrase a lot. Since I knew you or I've known you, what have you ever done for me? You've not even done one thing for me. Meanwhile,
oh my dear, you might with this. Let me tell you this one. As for lady C, I say there's the same way. They will tell you that you can even build a mansion full of gold. You get it, full of gold. The same lady will tell. Now why are you that?
that's true. Yeah, I mean, the way I didn't say it's so nice. There's a way they say it, eh?
There's no way we say it.
Look, let me give you that.
They really have a very special way
the tone is
in putting it.
now when I'm hono, then I am a crowd. Then
Mama, on that note, Tiger have sent a message. Big shout out to you, Tiger. A very good evening. I've missed you since Monday. I was there, and I'm like, I'm really waiting for Friday to come so that I get to see and read your message. Big shout out to you. And it says, "Good evening, please. How are you guys? Hope you're doing well. You guys are looking marvelous this evening. Thank you." And it says, "Argument in a relationship is essential and very, very essential. Very, very, very. So, please, in a way that the mind of both spouse should be on the same side to avoid arguing. But the thing is, they are never on the same side, and that will bring arguments when a decision or plan has to be made, unless the couple decides to take the same route to avoid arguing." And there is a saying that a relationship without argument doesn't have a strong bond. So it's good, but just a little, not too much. And when it starts to go far, then that would or might damage the relationship. On that note, you might be saying there's a saying that a relationship without argument doesn't have a strong bond. Do you agree with what you
that's
say?
why I said earlier that A relationship with no argument is a fake
So Tega, this
relationship.
is in response to
It's a
with
fake
yes, I just
relationship.
wanted us to
Yeah, so it's a
rephrase it.
fake relationship basically, because you're there, your girlfriend, you don't hear from her for 2 days, and then you call, and then there's nothing. You don't want to inquire about where she was or what she was doing, and all that kind of stuff. And you just take it as normal. You guys are not in a relationship. You're not in a relationship. You're just in a Sunday school service.
Okay, Ma. Now let's look at the 5 love languages. We've been talking about time and other stuff. Let's look at a partner who does not know how to give in terms of gifts. You know, gifts given.
Yeah.
It's one of the love languages in terms of surprise and all that. You have a partner who is not good at that. You realize that it's your birthday and he's not giving you anything. Should that be enough reason to, argue? Shouldn't there be, a right approach to it?
Okay. Let me start. First off, if you're in a kind of relationship where the guy has ever bought you something on your birthday, that's okay.
Okay.
But if you're in a relationship where the guy has never bought you anything,
Never.
bought you anything, and then maybe you spoke about it, and he didn't respect your view, instead he just brushed it off. At least not even trying something, not trying to even, buy you a toffee or something. And then that you could vent your anger on him, because it's like he's taking it for granted.
Okay.
But if he at least maybe he's bought you a gift, or he's maybe done something, not on all birthdays, but once or twice he's done something for you, give him a handshake or a
But
clap.
let's look at the situation whereby he doesn't at all.
At all.
Yes.
Of course.
Should it bring about arguments?
Oh, it's good.
Or does it bring about arguments?
It does. It does, because we're humans. Even people perform, we have artists that are making songs and never getting an award, and then they vent their anger, Yes. So imagine if they want their birthday gift. That's their birthday gift, the year birthday gift, and then he's not getting it. He's putting the work.
Let's put birthday aside.
Yeah.
Any other ones, probably once a while.
Exactly.
Ladies too, especially when you see that your female friend is getting a surprise.
Yeah, ladies get orgasm from
see
gifts.
what my guy got for me. See what my man did for me.
Ladies get orgasm from gifts. I don't lie to you.
Oh really?
Yes.
Ladies get orgasm.
Yeah, from gifts.
From gifts.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Anyway, me, I'm yet to get a gift to get orgasm.
Yes. If she gets a gift where, let's say for example, the guy has argued with you.
Okay, my producer is saying yes.
Yeah,
producer,
it's
please,
true.
did you give
We have a planned
to have
guys.
orgasm?
Guys sometimes have this planned argument that they do. Planned arguments in the sense that he wants to put you off your game. So he'll argue with you about something that will get you so angry, so that he can surprise you without you necessarily knowing. So you could be at work and then the guy will just surprise you with a gift. You are so mad. At the same time, you're so happy. So you have an emoji that looks like
that looks like what?
It looks like anger and happiness all merged. So so you don't know how to express it, and then you only express it by either knocking him or giving him a hug and telling him he's a fool.
Oh really?
Yes. That doesn't mean he's a fool, that it's a bad thing, but you're so happy he did that. You get it? So ladies have orgasms from gifts. Not just any kind of gift. You can't go and give your girl a little black and white and expect her to have an orgasm from that. She wouldn't. But something that she's not expecting. She's at work.
Okay.
She's at work. She's had a tedious day. And then, she closes maybe like by 6. You get there by 5:30. Pick her up. Then you take her somewhere nice.
I like that.
Let her be there. And then just listen to some music. Then ask her how her day was. If she doesn't want to talk about it, don't pressure. Leave it. Just let her have fun. Take her home.
Okay.
You don't necessarily have to sleep with her. We men like that. We men like that. One little surprise.
So you see, my question that I asked earlier on, because there are times you want your man to talk, but then he's so horny and then he wants to touch you, he wants to have sex, and it pisses you off.
That one there.
That one there.
It's true. That one there, it's true. When you want to have an intimate discussion with him, all he wants to also have is an intimate discussion with you down there. Maybe you want to have an intimate discussion about maybe your boss is is intimidating you, and anytime you talk about it, he brings up the sack thing, like I'm going to sack you if you don't give in to mine, and then you are telling him about it, and then he's not taking you serious. And all he's talking about is you have a fine body. I would delve into you, and you know he's so that also messes things up with you.
And if sometimes, he wouldn't even ask you, you'll be touching, and then you're like, stop it. And then, like a
And then
kid, he
and then
wants
we'll use that
more.
English. We use that English. Don't you like it?
You are the guy. When you just want to have a nice conversation, you just want to talk. Just ask
We don't
me
understand this.
how my day went.
We don't understand this. We don't understand the shoulder. We don't. Most men do not understand the shoulder. So when a lady is doing this, we feel like it's just playing hard to get. So we'll still
Okay.
give it. I will still go in hard. But she does this, and then there's a way they do it to show that they are not actually interested. Now they
Okay.
send it very high, close to their head. Like it goes all the way high. Like that should tell you that they are not into the mood at all.
But you
You
feel
see,
to get them.
but and then the guys just get angry that the lady is not giving it. So now the lady feels compelled to give it to him, not that she's enjoying it. And what is painful is after giving it to you, then you let her hang in the air.
Ima, from where you said the lady find it to be like, say na Adiana Koyano, just let me give it to you. It is wrong. Totally wrong.
How is it wrong?
See you. Me, I'm not even talking about a relationship aspect. Let's move straight to marriage. Eh?
Okay.
I'm in a marriage with you. I'm married to you. See, a man, for you to make a man happy. Eh? I'm not saying it's sensual sex, right? But there are some petty things that you might even do to the man that he might even feel happy when you don't even want to give it to him.
No, but
State one.
State, in this
one.
case,
Just give me one.
Case,
one of that.
Relax.
Yeah.
In this case,
just tell me one. If you tell me one,
I'm not in the mood.
You are not in the mood.
that's what I'm saying. Just tell me one thing that makes a man happy aside sex.
You are not in the mood. Don't tell the man straightforward. Some can even.
So that is why he's saying that we'll give the gesture.
Yeah, some you know what?
You should understand body language.
You know
It's not
what?
everything that she has to. We have two types of communication:
I
verbal
do
and
understand.
non-verbal.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes. I do understand, but some can even do it to the extent that you might like ask you being a lady and say I touch you one. The kind of slap or beating that you
No. So it depends on what you've done. It depends. Look,
No.
Women don't just get up and slap somebody for no reason. For example, you've done something to her.
It's getting interesting, but we'll still come back to it. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, there's more for you. Okay.
God bless the day I found you. I want to stay around you, and so I beg you, let it be me.
Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. With industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying, so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with RwandAir today. RwandAir, the safest airline in Africa.
RwandAir, fly the dream of Africa.
City is a manufacturer and supplier of high quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies' brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African prints and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240 926 564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emils Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
God bless the day I found you. I want to stay around you, and so I beg you.
Welcome back from that break. Is still Reigns of Love, and the topic for discussion is arguing a natural part of every relationship, and we've spoken quite intensively about it. So don't worry, it will still be available on Facebook. If you are now joining in once we're done, you can go back and start right from the top. Like I said, we have a lot for you tonight. We have a lot of things put together in one package. Guys, back to you, Naima.
Yeah.
Let's continue with the conversation. And the next question I want to ask you: what is the impact? Because a lot of people so far who have shared, their opinions, and then based on what you guys have said, argument is important. Is this? It's needed a little bit. This. What's its impact on the relationship?
It helps the relationship to bond.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because my ideology might not be the same as yours. So if we do not argue to understand ourselves, trust me, it would just, break apart, I should say. For example, I'm the type of person that my arguments can come from vocabulary.
Okay.
English. My argument is English. So you're speaking to me.
So even you so
Yeah. So if you're talking to me and then you say, but it's nothing. What is but it's nothing?
hey.
Yeah. Because in English language, we don't say but it's nothing. You can't tell me he jammed the wall there. No. What is that? I'll ask you to explain that to me. What is
Okay.
jammed the wall? That's also a problem for me. If you tell me something like, for example, we're talking and then you say, shut up. I use your tone to define the shut up. Either you're telling
Absolutely.
me to keep quiet or you're telling me to actually shut up because I'm disturbing you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the tone tells everything. So you get it. So the communication you're giving me, I could even build up an argument from that. So somebody might say he's too English like. That's an argument I could come up with. If you don't know how to text me well, you're texting and then you say something. If you do not understand the expression you're using, do not use it. Look for something subtle to relay your information. Don't go write something and you think it just comes in your head.
So you have to put it up.
Yes. So when you put it out there, now the person reading it, if the person has a vast knowledge about English, now what do you say? Oh, I didn't mean it that way. Then how did you mean it? Do you get it?
I get
Yeah.
it.
Do your worst. Well, I was just saying that since you're arguing with me, yeah, do what you want to do. The person understands to do your worst. It's a whole different thing for the person. So English is vast. So now the argument comes, and then you're like, I have this guy. He's always English conscious. That's his argument. Maybe angle. Your argument angle as a lady maybe by be that the guy doesn't like to sweep his room. That's your
Yeah.
argument. The guy tells you, oh, like Charlie, I mean, no,
I come, you're there, fold your things, and then you mess things
in the
up.
next minute, and then the stocks day, you got to, you think, oh, Charlie, be normal, like it's a normal thing, but to her, that's an argument she's coming up with. So what are you going to do? So if she likes this, okay, babe, I'm not someone who likes doing this, but could you teach me how to do it?
Okay.
Now she will just, it's not going to be sparked up like that, like in a minute, and then
In
you
a
understand,
minute,
like
yeah.
you grasp. No, it will take time. There will still be arguments within that, but in the long run, you would understand basically what she wants and what she needs. That's how it is.
Okay. Mark, what is the negative effect of argument on our relationship? Let's take that angle from your side.
Okay. One, the negative side is one, if we don't learn from each other, we don't let things go, we try to do things on our own way, it definitely gives us the negative aspect of our lives. Because let's see, if I say, Ima, I don't want to pass here, let's pass here. Ima said, oh, no, we should pass here. You see, sometimes I think we should listen to each other, at least in order for peace to reign. You get it? And yes, let me just accept it. But if Ima says, then I say, Ima says, then I say, it becomes unbearable. So due to that, it affects us, and sometimes we may not learn from our mistakes as well. Because argument, we make a mistake, that comes with what? Argument. Don't put this plate here. The next day you come back from work or somewhere, the plate is still there. You didn't complain, you let go of it. The following day it repeats itself. You have no other reasons than to what? To voice out.
Yeah.
And if you voice out and it's like she's not responding or he is not responding to you, then you find like, what I want you to do, you are not doing it.
So you might scream or shout at the person.
Yes. But if corrections and mistakes are being taken care of, we are good to go.
Okay.
Let me chip in this. How do you ensure that the corrections you are, or the corrections you're telling the person is just easy for the person to grasp? The person would not. For example, you and I are here, and you tell me that, look, you come to my house, I make you know to put your slippers from my chair top. Maybe in my house, I put my slippers on my chair. How do you get me to stop doing that? You get it?
Yeah, by teaching you.
Good. Now you're teaching me. I'm still doing the same thing. Obviously, you're going to get fed up and you're going to shout. I go like, tell them, my guy, why, what's up? So my slippers are they put for your chair inside. You see, because you shouted at me now my mind is now settled on you. Because you were calmly telling me, Charlie, make you not do this. To me, I'm still like a joke. So
Exactly.
when you're sternly shouting, at us, that's when the consciousness comes, and then we start feeling like, Charlie, he shouted at me, say, cover, put my leg. But when we go home we'll sit and realize that, okay, Charlie, it's actually true. So fine, I do it in my house where I put my slippers on. That's me. Do it in my house. But I can't to my friend's house. I have to make sure that I do what?
Okay.
I have to put what he says I should put here and not there.
And not there. Okay, so up next we have a voice that we're gonna show. So based on the topic, we decided to take our microphone closer to some of our viewers to also share their comments on whether or not arguing is a natural part of relationship. Is it prudent? Is it right? Is it possible that partners would argue on or over sex and money and the advice? These were their various views. Enjoy.
God bless the day I found you. I want to stay around
I think it's natural because everyone is coming from different backgrounds and has different understandings of their own. Right, so it's perfectly normal for two people to have a disagreement on something based on the fact that they have different opinions because of where they're coming from in life and all that. That's what I think. Over time, there has to be a form of compromise on a certain opinion or a certain understanding. So I think with time, the argument should actually become less because they are going to understand each other.
Sidani yuke no babi ejo no ko han eba eko menye jo shika sandepo enye ke be ba no ke yote ni ntomo be no yo lele hu na kan enye ba la ke wo mi sanu ke be fi o mi ni eba e wo no le ye che je ngma na eba o be enye ba hu po moko megbe o moko me e happy o da wo no enye ba hu be no ba na aba gbele po ba mi uta no ba na ge ne wo gbele ba no mi na ge necessary thing ko ya bi a hu na ge bi wo bi ele ye gbona mi.
God created Adam first, and God allow Adam to sleep deeply, and he took one of the rib to create a woman. So therefore there shall be misunderstanding. So arguing was something. Every relationship, the husbands and the wife will not be annoyed because you asked me to give you something and I want to ask you the use of that thing you are requesting for and you don't want to tell me. It's very difficult for me to deliver that thing to you. So where the argument will start. It's not a relationship, it's a natural thing. Because if it's Satan and God, they argue in heaven. You know that? They argue. I'm not a married man, but argument, it can't improve love. At times, it brings separation. Your argument always makes your love or your loved one hates you in some way. Because what you are arguing about it, maybe the person might not have it, but you are still demanding it.
Argument in a relationship is something natural, and I think that if you love someone, the least thing the person does actually irritates you. Sex in a relationship also causes argument sometimes. For instance, I'm a Christian, and I don't advise sex before marriage. So if you ask for sex, I would probably quarrel with you.
Every situation is ideal. You can't have a general perspective for a single. I think it will come back to love and understanding. I think the partners should have a way to should be open to communicate, right? Should communicate enough and get some form of understanding. That's what I think. First and foremost, I think I'll question the basis for the relationship, right? What's the basis for the relationship, right? That's what I'll question first and foremost, and then when that one is sorted out, right? We have to ask if they've openly communicated with each other, right? I think communication is very important in any relationship. So if they haven't communicated, I would advise that they take time and communicate with each other. It doesn't hurt.
Or I have to quit. I will break up the relationship because the person is not ready to be with you.
The best thing you know, Bible you know, sani you kebula hanu. Upon who ebe ko yo ko bo kebula hale. Ni here wo fe wo hia ni jale pepepe. Ko nga bibo no be ko umfa ni mene mbe wo ga na kabambo. Keke pepe jala ya. Ske o bibo mbe ko kani bia you emi ba fu because bo gele yo ke chon se ba double. E wo sani ona ni e bono ebi. My
advice for young ones coming up is that we as Christians, lately the world is taking over us and then sex is becoming the new normal. I urge you all to abstain from sex.
God bless the day I found you. I want to stay around you, and so I beg.
The views of some of our viewers in an interaction with them, and trust me, it was a lot, but then we had to select this few ones. So like I said, tonight we're going to open the phone lines. It will be on the screen. Pick it up, you call, but please, when you call, move some steps away from your television, or if possible, lower your volume so that when you are talking, when you are giving your submission, we can clearly hear you. Thank you very much. So back to the studio, guys. Ima,
Yeah.
the lady in the video made some submissions. He said, if you love somebody, the least thing the person does irritates you. Is it true?
I tell you.
Because somebody will say that if I love you, anything I do should be acceptable by you.
Now you
No.
should
Because
have
you
asked
love
me
me, so
this
you should
question.
love me the way I am, and anything and everything that comes with me.
Yeah. The fact that I love you irritates me, like what you do with it doesn't mean stop telling me about it.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that I argue with you doesn't mean stop telling me.
Okay.
You stopping means that you actually don't even love me at all. That's it. Because I'm arguing with you. It doesn't mean stop telling me. It doesn't mean I need to stop telling you how much I love you. Because we had a fight. Excuse me. Once you had a fight and then you feel okay because I said I hate you, I'm tired of seeing your face. I said that in a heated argument, in a space.
In a space.
Think about if you leave my space, not talking to me in a day. Someone like me, I'll just pretend like that thing no good. But come on WhatsApp, come and open the chat and start reading our chat. Makes me so in my mind I'm having a conversation with you. You are gone, like you're not talking to me, but I'm hurt.
Okay.
Do you understand it? But I still need that. Hey babe, good morning. How are you? I'm fine. I'm off to work. Oh, okay, same here. So you see, we don't change the scope. So don't think, okay, because you had an argument, everything changes. Nothing changes. Do you understand it? Yeah. So that's it.
So the phone lines are on the screen. Pick it up, call, and tell us your view. Like I said, if you call, please do want to move some few meters away from your television so that when you are giving your submission, we can clearly hear you. Now, Mark, let me come to you also. The man also made a submission that a lot of things brings about argument. He made mention of respect.
Respect is the key. I won't even allow you to land. Why am I saying so? You see, no matter how your man is, you need to respect him. No matter how he is.
What about the man respecting the lady?
The same as well. You see, we say respect is being paid to who respect is due.
Okay.
That doesn't mean that when someone doesn't respect, you shouldn't respect the person back. You get it?
Okay.
When from day one, if you do respect your woman, you meet a lady and you want to date the person, and you be like, you find yourself in a humble manner towards the lady. The lady accepts everything, and later on, you started showing off all the, likewise, ladies as well. Respect is the key, because if I respect you, there is no way when you do something I might even go outside and tell someone else. You get it? Me, I'm a type that when you disrespect me, I keep it to myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I keep it to myself. I won't even utter a word until it's full. You get it? When
Okay.
it's full, I'll just give it to you. Sometimes on WhatsApp, or just tell you my mind, and I'm cool.
You okay?
But I
deadly
think
people.
with respect,
These are the deadly people. Because when they start writing, they don't end.
because with respect there, you need to give it to both sides, because it helps relationship to grow healthy as well as marriage. When you don't respect me in a relationship, and I think when I marry you, you will change. Hell no, you won't even change.
Ima, what is your take?
You won't change.
I think about the changing part.
About respect. Bringing
Respect
about
is key.
argument.
Yeah, respect is key. You know, if you're in a relationship where the lady respects the man respects the no, let me actually put it well. Respect is key in the sense that when the man respects the woman will naturally respect the man. Not
Okay.
a lot of people say the woman has to respect the man first for the man to respect the woman. But the woman, if the man respects the woman will naturally respect the man. She won't need to be told to respect the man. She'll just naturally respect the man. That's why they said if you treat your woman like a queen, she'll treat you like the king you are. They never said if the woman treats you like a king, and treats the woman like a queen, she'll treat you as like the king you are, not the king you want to be, the king you are. Yeah. So that's the whole thing. So if you respect a woman, she respects back. But if you disrespect her, of course she wouldn't respect you.
So what do I do if or when I realize that my argument or our argument is directing the path of the relationship to a toxic one? What do I do?
You guys you need to sit, talk, and for example, let me use men from the start. Men are very stubborn when we want to argue. We want to win at all costs.
Okay.
You
I like
realize that,
very stubborn.
yeah. You realize that a man can be arguing with you. You realize that what he's saying is senseless. You know he's not making a point, but to him he's making a point because at the end of the day he wants you to tell him, okay, babe, I'm sorry. So
I don't agree.
it's true.
Honestly speaking, I don't.
You see when you're talking to a lady and a lady knows what you're saying, they actually know. So I'm talking like a lady because I know what I'm talking about. Look, you talk to a lady, you're talking to a lady, and the lady just looks at you like this. You know what? I'm sorry. She knows your weak point. I'm sorry. Then you just shut up because she knows if she argues with you, it's gonna go on too much, and then you might say something that you might live to regret. So all she just tell you, you know what? When she says you know what, it means just cut it. You know what is always that's their English. You know what it means. Cut it.
I'm
sorry.
The level of I'm sorry also comes in, pop in as well, in the form of like, what you are doing, I don't like it. I'm sorry.
No, that is not.
I'm just saying something.
That's a repulsive.
Yes,
I'm sorry for my woman. Yes, it's repulsive.
It's
How
involves.
repulsive.
200% repulsive.
It involves.
It's toxically repulsive.
The same way. The same way you talk. Baby, please, I'm sorry. You see, when you do that to me, even when I'm even in a tight corner with you, Atiko.
Oh yeah, that's true.
See,
for me like that, if you say
the next day,
I'm rapping.
see, the next morning, I'll even feel shy at you, and I'll find it in a way like asking, I'll be teasing you. Then we start all over again. That is why earlier on when I started, I was saying that we shouldn't let it slip over when we argue. Because the moment we argue and it slips over, day 1, day 2, day 3, one share year, then it will lead to.
How do you control the slip? How do you control that slip? Because you said something to her that really has offended her. You're expecting her to just. Ladies don't switch like us guys. They don't just switch from pain to happiness. We guys can go like, you know what, Charlie Moku move. Hey babe, so what's up?
Yeah.
The lady, fine, she's cool with you. She says, I accepted your apology. That minute. Trust me, it's going to take you a week to get her back. Look, I know what I'm talking about. When I'm talking, you see, that's the thing. So
I don't understand, but
we have Tiger on the. Hello, Tiger.
Yeah,
hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I hope everybody is doing well.
Yes, please.
Okay then. Okay. So on today's topic, I would like to give my comment.
Please do.
Argument plays essential role in relationship. I would like to see.
Okay.
The reason why I'm saying so is because you see, if you don't argue, you will never know what is in your other partner's mind or what the other partner has about you. So this is supposedly maybe let's say you have a little argument. Your other partner might bring everything that he has in his mind or in her mind out. So you like automatically know what your other partner has or the intention that your other partner has about you.
Okay.
So you will know whether he hates you or she hates you in this way or in that way or something that you did past that he or she didn't like.
Okay.
So you get to know all about those things.
Okay.
And again, you talked about what role it plays in our relationship. it plays a vital role. I would like to say a memory. I would like to say a memory because you might do something or an incident might happen in the past, which you might remember in the future.
Okay.
And when you do remember in the future, you guys might laugh or you might, find it funny. And
Exactly.
in that situation, when you find it funny, you might think that oh, why did we even do this or why did we even do that?
What if we don't
Then
find
you
it
find
funny?
it very very interesting. You might laugh about it. Then it brings you together, like it strengthens the bond.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
So
Tiger. Hello,
yes,
Tiger. Please, my Val's Day chocolate didn't come.
yes, it didn't because I came there on Monday and
Last day is over.
And I
I
wasn't
came.
around.
It was in the premises was closed. Sorry.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Oh,
it
then we
was.
have to reschedule again. Please, my gift. My gift.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll be
Okay,
expecting you again.
to my big brother, that is law specialist.
Ima.
He answered my question earlier. Please,
Oh,
can you ask
okay.
him to re-answer my question again for
Which
me?
is which is which question was that?
When I said in a saying, it goes by the way a relationship without argument
Uh-huh.
is never strong in bonding. And he said when you want to find out what your other partner is doing when you call or when you do something, I actually didn't get what he said, so I would like
Okay,
for him to
okay. Okay,
answer the
okay.
question again for me.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for calling.
Likewise.
Okay, I think what he's saying, he said something. He says that um okay, and there's a saying that a relationship without argument doesn't have a strong bond. I think,
Yeah. That's what
and
I said. That
is it true?
yeah, I said it doesn't have a strong bond because fake relationship. That's a fake relationship to
Okay.
start with because you guys don't talk about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Real relationships have arguments from the beginning. Like somebody can have an argument with you over something, but it doesn't mean the person doesn't love you. Look, there are people who have arguments, and then when they walk outside, you even know they've had an argument before. It doesn't mean they don't have argument. Argument is an essential tool. Fathers and
Okay.
mothers can argue about something. The mother is asking for 30 cedis
Mm-hmm.
housekeeping money. The father said, but I give you 20 cedis. So why? The lady said,
So
oh,
why?
things have increased in price. You know, we've had inflation with prices. So now the man says 20 cedis can do everything. The woman says 30. Now that 10 cedis increment has caused an argument. So what about that too? So argument is necessary. Argument is a natural thing in a relationship. So if you
Okay.
have a fake relationship, that means
So
you're not
Tiger, I
arguing.
hope your question or the statement that you made in your submission has been, accordingly responded to. So we have some hot tips for you, producer, if we can have that projected on the screen. And it says the very first one, it says learning ways to handle disagreements constructively is crucial in any relationship. Some ways of handling disagreements in a relationship are, so we're trying to give you some tips on what to do if you find yourself in that argumentative state. And the first one says choose an appropriate time to talk. If you think you're going to struggle with your emotions, it may be worth simply coming back to the topic when you've both calmed down. Kindly and please take note. And then the second one says try to start the discussion amicably. Don't go in with organs firing or with a sarcastic or critical comment. It can be useful to start by saying something positive. And then the third one says use I statement, not you statement. This would mean your partner is less likely to feel like they are being attacked, and you'll be taking responsibility for your own emotion. And then the fourth one says, try to see things from your partner's perspective. This is very, very good. A conversation is unlikely to go anywhere productive unless both participant feel listened to. It can be tempting to just try to get your point across, but if you want to resolve things, it's really important you take the time to hear what your partner has to say too. And then the fifth one says, be prepared to compromise. Often, the only way to reach a solution is for both partners to give some ground. If both of you stick rigidly to your desired outcome, the fight is probably just going to keep going and going and going. And the very last one, but not the least, there are more, but we're giving you six. It says keep tabs on physical feelings. If things are getting too heated, it can be a good idea to take time out and come back once you're both feeling calmer. Very, very, very important. So we'll go to the sexy word of the day. Today's sexy word of the day is my favorite, very, very favorite. And this brings about a lot of arguments. Bareback. Bareback. This one, yeah, tale. Not be the one that the dress where you wear it show your back. No. This one says having sex without a condom. This is risky and kind of dangerous as it increases your chances of STIs and or pregnancy. So you find yourself in a relationship whereby you tell your partner that I want to go the bareback way, and then it brings about guys will be like, are you hiding something from this? Brings about argument, a lot, a lot. You know,
can I come in?
It does.
Can I come
yes, come in, come in.
Okay. If you're in a relationship where you guys started with no condoms in a relationship, that means you're natural barebacks. That's a natural bareback. Then all of a sudden the guy comes and says, hey, you know what? Let's use condom. To prevent. As soon as you say let's use condom, in her mind you're cheating.
Exactly.
So how do you explain
that raises a lot of arguments.
That's a 10 red flag in a 9 nation, because a 10 red flag in a 9 nation, that means where's the 10th nation? It's dangerous because now she's thinking he's sleeping with somebody, right? So he has an infection, or I'm not his serious girlfriend. And they start thinking about all this. He doesn't want me anymore, so he just wants to not impregnate me, or so he's feeling like maybe I'll trap him with a pregnancy, so let's wear a condom. And now if a lady also says, babe, let's wear a condom, family planning, in his mind she's cheating on me, so I'm not her main guy, she has other guys, even though she's just trying to be safe. But because you didn't know how to approach it, you don't talk about such things in the process of going down.
Okay.
You don't say baby, go get a condom. Who does that?
The way you start does that is the same.
It's the same way.
You walk through and end it. Never say it's changing. So let's
it should still be the same.
Exactly, because
it should still be the same. Anyway, so guys, let me start with you, Mark. What would be your final word to partners, to couples out there?
My final words to partners and broad. Let me take this opportunity to tell you guys that one, argument is not an omen.
Okay.
Once you find yourself being arguing, the best thing for you to do is try as much as possible to solve it. Don't slip it over. You get it? If you find it so difficult to the extent that you can't let go of that argument, just have a walk. Like I said earlier on, breathe in, find your natural mineral water, be then drink. You come back, whether you are at fault or you are not at fault, the word sorry solve it all. Unless maybe he or she does not want to continue with you. But even with that, still, the word sorry answer it all. Thank you.
Ima, your brief take of a wrapping up.
Yeah, my brief take actually is arguments are necessary tool in a relationship, but the abuse of it is wrong. So if you do know you're in a relationship where you find it hard to to argue, or you find it hard to even apologize after an argument, then you're not matured enough to be in a relationship. So we all should understand that whether it's your fault or whether it's the fault of the person, just learn how to say I'm sorry so we can all move forward. Do not say I didn't do it, so I'm not going to apologize. Show the person you're matured. Hey babe, I'm sorry for what happened between us, and let's move on, because you value your relationship more than your ego. So argument is necessary in a relationship, but the abuse of it is wrong. Thank you.
So, like I always say, anything that does not make the relationship grow, it doesn't make it progress. Just move away from it. I wouldn't want to say much. It's been said. A very big thank you to you, gentlemen, for coming. I'm so grateful and delighted to have you. And to you, our cherished viewers, a very big thank you for those who, give out their comment, your opinions. Those who couldn't, please do well to join us next week. So let me use this opportunity to wish some of our very cherished viewers a happy birthday. This one is going to
now,
Madam.
Let me wish my grandmama. Stop.
This goes to Madam Joyce Era. Sorry, Era. Okay, Ekia Anta. I hope I got it right. Madam Joyce Era Ekia Anta of Gettysman Methodist Church, and a member of the singing band. This one is coming from your children. They say we wish her a happy birthday, long life, good health, and God's blessings for her. Mommy, God bless you so much. Happy birthday from your children to you. They love you and we love you. And then this one is a belated birthday to Josie Aquile from the Alote family. My producer says I should tell you that you are so loved. A belated birthday. And this one goes to my very own, a lady, a woman, a makeup artist who was that dear to my heart. Very dear. Mavis Na Amakai Amate Fio. Some few hours from now, she'll be celebrating her birthday. She's called Diamond. Baby girl, I love you so much. Happy birthday. The Lord bless you and keep you. This year, it is my prayer that your love life, your sex life, sees some massive transformation. Happy birthday. Do want to join us next week for another inspiring episode of Reigns of Love. My name still remains Mary Quartey, your relationship mistress. Have a lovely night.